So usually before you get your manifestation, there is one thing that the universe will ask of you before delivering your manifestation. And the question is, are you truly ready to receive what you want? And the way that this question is asked is in the form of challenges or like little tests. I feel like this typically comes when you're really, really close to your manifestation. It's almost like a sign that it's like very near. And typically it's like some kind of challenge, some kind of hardship that's really meant to test if you are in a place where you're ready to receive this, where you're ready to have this in your life. So for example, if you're manifesting like wealth and financial abundance, then it might come in a form of like a little hiccup that's gonna kind of test your financial management skills essentially. Because if you want, you know, wealth and abundance and financial freedom, but you don't necessarily have like the financial literacy or like the skills to manage your money, then once that money comes into your bank account, what's gonna happen is you're most likely going to like spend it all or lose it all because you don't have the skills to handle it, to manage it, because you weren't yet like ready for your manifestation. So it's like even if you do receive it, essentially you're not going to be able to keep it in your life. And that's usually the kind of challenges that you'll see when you are super, super close to your manifestation. And I have a little personal story that I'm going to share with you. I actually talked about it a little bit in the previous video, so some of you might have already be familiar with it. But when I was finally starting to like see a little bit of success on my second channel on YouTube, when I was starting to kind of see like more views, more money, everything like that, I got a little bit nervous and I was like, oh my gosh, like it's all happening really quickly. Like the channel is growing so fast, everything is happening so fast. And I got a little bit scared. I was kind of like questioning myself and like doubting myself, like, am I really ready for this? Am I really ready for all of the things that's gonna come if the channel really blows up? Am I ready for like the hate comments and, you know, all of the work that's gonna come along with this? Am I really to like completely change my life? And the thing about manifesting is sometimes we want things, we want, you know, for me, I wanted to be like a full-time YouTuber. I wanted all of these things, but I was like scared. I was like, am I really ready for my whole life to change? Because what happens when you want something big is a lot of the times your current reality, your current life has to kind of break down and crumble and almost be destroyed in order for you to create your new life. And I was really scared of that because I think it's just human nature to like our routine and like what is happening right now. And it's human nature to be afraid of change and to feel uncomfortable with change. But there is a great saying that life begins at the end of your comfort zone. And I've been trying to kind of like tell myself that over and over again and to really live by that and to challenge myself. And I honestly feel like it's one of the greatest ways to sort of grow and expand as a person. And that's the other thing I want to talk about. When the universe gives you a challenge or a test, you can do one of two things. You can do what I did, which is, you know, doubt and question and fear and all of these things, which I think comes from like my limiting belief systems and just like limiting thoughts that I have grown up with that I've had a hard time letting go of. So you can react to it that way with fear and with doubt and with negativity. And what happens is you essentially won't get your manifestation. Because when I started to do that, immediately my other channel was like started to like go downhill. It was almost like in free fall. I'm not even kidding. I think I was like at the height of it, I was making like $500 a month from YouTube. And as soon as the doubt and all of the negativity set in, it literally like went down to I think $200 or $300 a month within like a few months. So like it just kept going down. Then I realized that this was happening because I actually had doubts about it, because I was not sure that I was ready for it. I didn't know if I really was truly ready to have what I wanted. And once I realized that, and I realized that from actually meditating, it's kind of when I had that like epiphany that this is why this was happening. Once I had that realization, what I did to kind of fix it was I went back to gratitude journaling. I went back to sort of being grateful, even though I felt like I was only making $200 a month. I was like, you know what, I'm still grateful because at one point in my life I literally made like $20 a month from YouTube. So this is still like 10 times as much, and I'm still grateful to have like multiple streams of income and all of these things. And just remembering that there are people out there who have it worse than you, so it's so important to be grateful and to remind yourself like how far you've come, even if you're like running into a snag in the road or like hitting a little bit of a challenge or a hardship. And then the other thing that I did was I told myself, you are ready for this. You can do this, and you can expand to be the person who can have what you want, who can handle everything that comes with having what you want. And a lot of it is growing and expanding to be the person who already has what you want. So that's the other thing that you can do when the universe hands you challenges and tests. You can decide to expand and grow to be the person who can handle all of these things that come along with having your manifestations. And in a way, I visualize it as like rising to the challenge, but also like expanding to be big enough to be able to handle my manifestation, to be able to have it in my life. And that mindset has helped me so much, because when you decide that you're going to rise to the challenge and you're going to expand to be the person who is big enough to have what you want, then your mind will just find ways to help you get to the destination. And the universe will literally bring you everything that you want, because it's like, oh, you are ready. Like, you've shown me that you're ready by expanding and growing, meaning that you are on your way to becoming the person who could handle the things that you want. And literally, as soon as I started doing that, my revenue started increasing again. And right now it's literally back to exactly where it was, like at the height of it. And I think one thing that also helped me is when things are going well, I tend to be like, okay, but how long is this gonna last for? Like, how long is this high going to last for? Like, is it gonna go down? Like, what's gonna happen? And whenever you start to question it, whenever you start to have doubts, that's always when things start to decline. So it's always important to remind yourself that the universe is full of abundance and life is full of abundance, and there's just limitless resources. So you don't need to worry about, is this gonna keep going? Like, yes, it's gonna keep going forever, because life is limitless and abundance is limitless. So yeah, it really helps to remind yourself of that. And again, gratitude journaling and meditation is always very helpful. Okay, that's it for today's little video. I hope you liked it. If you did, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Let me know what you want to see next, and I will see you next time. Bye!